For centuries, the term witch hunt has been used to silence and control people. Today, it's a tool of manipulation used by cult leaders and corrupt politicians to dodge accountability. Let's break it down and how this topic works and why it's so dangerous. A witch hunt originally referred to as the prosecution of innocent people based on false accusations. This term comes from historical witch trials, where fear and hysteria led to execution without evidence. The label witch hunt was used to justify injustice and mass paranoia. One of the most infamous examples is Salem witch trials of 1692. Over 200 people were accused of witchcraft, and 20 were executed, most of them women. No real evidence was needed. A simple accusation was enough to ruin lives. These trials weren't about truth. They were about power and control. Over time, the meaning witch hunt changed. Today, powerful figures use it as a weapon, not to describe actual prosecution, but to discredit investigations against them by calling any investigation a witch hunt. They paint themselves as innocent victims, even when there's real evidence against them. Cult leaders have mastered this tactic. When Nation Joaquin Garcia, the leader of the Luz del Mundo, was convicted of horrific crimes, his followers refused to believe it. Instead, they called it a witch hunt, just like they told them to. David Koresh, the leader of the Branch Davidsons, did the same thing. He convinced his followers that the government was after him unfairly, even as they uncovered real crimes happening inside the compound. This is psychological manipulation at its worst, designed to make people defend their leaders no matter what they've done. Donald Trump uses this exact same tactic. Every time he's investigated, whether for fraud, obstruction, or abuse of power, he immediately calls it a witch hunt. His followers repeat it without question, defending him no matter what the facts say. This is how manipulation works. Every accusation is fake. There is no amount of evidence that will ever convince his followers otherwise. By using the term witch hunt, Trump has created a dangerous us versus them mindset, where his followers believe that the system is against him and they must protect him at all costs. History has shown us that real leaders take responsibility for their actions. Being a manipulative leader, never do. If a leader never admits fault, always plays the victim, and convinces their followers that the truth is a conspiracy, that's not leadership. That's control. A real leader doesn't need to brainwash loyalty. They earn it through honesty. So the next time you hear the word witch hunt, ask yourself, are you being told the truth or are you being controlled?